Welcome to the podcast, everybody. It's you know who it is. It's the Ross Testing bandwagon. You get the 1-2 finish, which but let's talk about the beginning stages. It is Pete Kenny, JoJo, and JJ running up front, right? Maybe King Austin stuff in there at the time, but it was mostly those three. They were battling and battling and battling and battling. They just kept going at it, right? Then we hit the end of stage one. Pokes his nose in the top five. I do too. Me, Peacocky, JJ, JoJo, King Prime, and King Awesome running up there, right? And then it's once you know a couple of them choke, we end up getting P3 Daytona. Then, same thing next P4. So what I wanna talk about Zesty hitting, Zesty in the ball park. We all know Zesty goes out of the park and lands outside walkway area. So Zesty, I don't know what happened there. I don't know what happened. I think he got flung back, hit a light, maybe, and fell. I don't know. It's on this battle for the win. And then fast forward to the final couple laps. I'm running third, so it goes JoJo, King Prime, and me. Running third for about 3 to go, right? We hit it. King Prime was second, right ahead of us. JoJo brake checks Prime checks are around. Like going into turn one of 2 to go. And then I dressed JoJo until we get to the white flag, and I tried to make a move. I couldn't make anything work. So JGR won 2 Daytona. Then we're going to talk about Xfinity Series Daytona. If you want to watch that video, there's a complete live stream on my YouTube channel. Check that out. From green flag to second flag, from flag headers in it. And so basically, our video, I don't know, I think we got like third or fourth with that. And all around good racing. It's very clean. That's the one word I'm going to describe. Very clean racing. Very nice, and there wasn't really a lot of wrecks, like big ones. Yeah, there were. The one driver I was surprised that was able to handle Daytona well is Style Guy. He's more of a short track kind of racing. That's his. That's how he runs kind of good. But he ended up getting he got P2 and Dale got their win, and then Ford was running up there in the end. He got wrecked. I don't know exactly where he finished, but I know making some moves, and I believe he got wrecked. Now, let's talk about trucks at Daytona. Now, that was some of the best racing we've ever seen in the truck series in MRA. A nice side-by-side clean racing for almost the entire thing. There were a lot of big wrecks, and there were tough, which was thrown after the checkered flag wave, but it was mostly just, it was really, honestly, just clean racing. JGR ended up winning that. We got one. Now, I want to talk about the All-Star Race for Real Life. Now, I don't know what else you could say. I don't know what to say about this, because we opened with some great racing. Bowman, Suarez, and all AJ Allmendinger. Until 2015, we subbed at Holiday. I didn't realize how good he was at play track. Then, ever since then, he's been doing some drafting work at Daytona and stuff. And he got up there at Daytona this year, too. He ended up winning the complete All-Star Open race. Surprised that Eric Barola and getting up there. I didn't realize he's not a good plate racer yet. He ended up he was leading for most of the first 12 laps, I think. And Suarez surprisingly got a second win. He was also good at road course at plate track racing. He's been up there with a couple of recent plate tracks and stuff. And then basically, Eric Almirola, he's one of the few drivers that's good at road courses, and he stuck his nose in there at some plate tracks before. I believe he stuck his nose in. When he doesn't get wrecked out at Big, he's running up in the top 15. Then, obviously, you got the fan favorite Chase Elliott going up there and winning the fan vote for, what, 3 years in a row? Used to be Danica Patrick. Now Danica Patrick isn't racing the All-Star. Danica Patrick doesn't race this season. Tired. I don't know why. Um, but anyway, just, Chase Elliott wins the fan vote, and those are the 4 drivers that transfer into the All-Star event. Now, the All-Star event was insane racing. I believe segment 1 went to Kevin Harvick, and then segment 2 was Kyle Busch. Segment 3, I'm not sure who won that. I think it was Suarez or something like that. I don't know. Segment 3 was, I'm not sure who won segment 3. I forgot. And then segment 4 was obviously Kevin Harvick, winner of the 10 race and 10 lap segment and $1 million. And then that was some great racing. You saw these drivers went 4 wide. There were a couple big wrecks there. There were a couple wrecks. I know Kurt Busch spun himself out very early in the race, and definitely, I know the big wreck, all the big controversy with, why did they put tape tracks in a 1.5 mile track? Well, I think that racing was exciting, but I don't want to see it happen at every 1.5 mile track. If they put that in Atlanta, it's basically going to be another Daytona. If they put that in at any 1.5 mile track, it's just going to turn into another Daytona. You're going to have 20 Daytonas in a single racing season, and you're going to have Alex Bowman dominating the series. You're going to have these drivers, you're going to have Fords winning every single goddamn race because they're good at the plate checks. And then you're going to see 10 times more of the wrecks. I understand if NASCAR wants to take this step to, achieving more higher ratings and more viewing, you're going to want to put them on these, you're going to want to put restricted plates at all the 1.5 mile tracks. And I know if NASCAR wants to get the real racing appeal, they got to put these restricted plates on at literally every 1.5 mile track. And then the 1 mile tracks are already as exciting as they possibly can be because they're little short tracks. But you want to know what I think NASCAR needs to do if they really want to get this viewing up? They really got to bring that back, and they got to bring to the Cup schedule. I know you guys are all going to say, but what? These Cup cars can't handle Eldora. If you think Generation 6 cannot handle Eldora style racing, obviously I've never watched an ARCA dirt race ever. Because the dirt races, they have these Gen 6 cars, they literally put them on the dirt. And they also have these, regular Gen 5 race cars out there on the dirt. But it's mostly Gen 6 race cars out racing on the dirt. And that's this year. So if you guys want to just look up, ARCA dirt racing, that's what they gotta do. They gotta get these for an exhibition race, or maybe bring do another all-star event. You know what I mean? Maybe we make this one for not as much of a prize, maybe $500,000, $500,000. You gotta do this big prize just to get people to watch. The prize is what makes people watch. Nobody really cares if Kevin Harvick wins $1 million. They're gonna care if NASCAR goes to dirt. Let's welcome him onto the show if he's here right now.
All right, thank you for inviting me to this show. So I heard everything you said. I actually agree that Eldora should actually be in the Cup schedule, and there's other more stuff now to actually get wet rain tires, so we can actually race in.
If you think, they can't handle it, they're not, Formula 1 racing. Yes, they're not, but they have the Xfinity series. Which, go back, look it up. They race in the rain. They put rain tires on. They put windshield wipers on.
Yeah.
How cool would it be for them to do the Daytona 500 or piloting it in the rain? If they really want viewers up, they got to do that because then it would be 10 times nowadays for the rain. That's the only reason I didn't fall asleep watching the All-Star races. Huge wrecks happened every other lap, and it was 5 wide racing, I swear. So, about this guest on the show, Jet, we're gonna talk about our rivalry. We've known each other for years now, so we gotta do this. We've never talked about it before, at least not on live YouTube. So, we want to talk about what went down in Charlotte, 16 November. The
That was actually a great running race. That's when we actually started talking to each other, and then basically though that race was actually, it turned out to be, that's when we actually became friends. That was actually a good last longing race. um it was actually a good race. I mean, they were battling up front in the track, like, and problem there. But yeah, so I mean, you could, I don't know, well, let's just, I mean, tell his story.
Yeah, so what I remember is that me and Jet tried, there was one other car, cool kid. He ran the number 48 car, he was running up with us too. And me, Cool, and Jet were all running up in the top three the whole race. And I remember that there was one caution came out. I didn't realize what happened. As we crossed the start finish line, I look up, he goes, check the back straightaway if you want to see what happened. There was this car rolling down the back straightaway, it's still moving. It was just engulfed in flames. The driver, I think, got out of it. There's this huge, fiery crash. Um, but yeah, so that's basically what went down at that event. I remember I ended up being, I think, as a ref 2 times. That was the rule in that series. Um, but yeah, so now I'm gonna let Jet talk for a little bit about his first ever championship. All right, Jet, go for that. Your first champ.
So it was the Winston series. I think the owner was Jacob two something like that. I think he got his account terminated because I think he did something, but let's forget about that. But let's talk. So the Winston series was basically, you could pick whatever number, but you had a real life scheme that the real life drivers use, like the Legends. So that's when the number 73 STP car was born. That's why, and then I drove the 73 STP basically off Richard Petty, because like 10 guys are seniors, so it was just gonna be nothing. And I got my first win at Greenville. Um, yeah, Greenville was actually some good tracks,
by the way.
but yeah, I won. At Greenville. It was my redemption when I lost. I lost to what's his name? No, it was this kid. He was one of those. He drove a Davy Allison number 13 car. Um, he was actually a good racer, but I did not like his driving style when he passed people. Like, he will ram you to the wall. Like, he actually it's wall. He doesn't even, because look, even though Darlington the was based, you didn't so yeah, the you could use the whole track. Subway Cup Series was the first ever series I raced at Darlington where you had the race above the white line. That was the first ever series I, had to do that. Because in qualifying, I got yelled at for watch that much NASCAR races as I do now. And but then I won the championship at Atlanta. It was actually a battle. We didn't do final four. We did final five. And I'm actually, I know some series would do like 3 or final 6, like Pizza Hut.
I did final 6. Pizza Hut did final 6.
Me, this Dale Senior car, this Bill Elliott car that who wrecked me at Darlington, and this other guy, he drove, his homestead scheme was a Jeff Gordon Rainbow. It was actually a great scheme he had, but nowadays, yeah,
I make some good ones though.
And at Atlanta, I only led like 27 laps. out of 70.
27.
Yeah, 27 out of 70. It was actually a great battle because we had pit stops and all, so I had to pick the right time. I got lapped twice, but then coming to the white flag, I was ahead. I'm gonna do it in NASCAR form. I was ahead of 3 seconds. So as now in road racing, they'll say not seconds, but yeah, and then I was just holding still because nowadays in road racing, after you cross the start finish line and after it's official, because you're gonna keep doing that, and then you're gonna end up being Braden MRD to Dover. About that. Yeah, but yeah. So let's see your story.
I'll talk about the whole gist of the season, right? It is ironically the Subway Cup series. It was Pup. I think it was Pup. Racing Pup. This dude, some good racing.
Oh, sorry to interrupt. I remember that series.
Yeah, it was a dirt league at the time. Yeah, it was like a dirt league back in season 2. So it was like we're running season. It was actually it was a Samsung Cup, and then it moved to the Subway Cup. I wanted running a dirt league is the Subway Cup, Samsung, whatever. It was the same kind of deal. So then we're running, and then it was like, yeah, we're doing good. We're doing really, really good with a couple laps of like. Something happened to him and he's slowly. I think the apron and kilometer. I ended up passing him on the outside. I just went for the final 5 laps and we ended up getting our first champ. And it was the best part about it wasn't regular cars. We were like it was Charlotte, but it was dirt. Right, we're at Tokyo. We're on track. We've done it. We're going all the way. It starts raining. So now we're on the rain delay at Pocono. I'm like 4th or 5th. I'm leaving. 2 people leave on the rain delay because we didn't control the weather. Whatever happened, happened. Fog started to roll in. At that point, nothing. nothing happened. The fog rolled in. There was nothing we could really do. So we waited for about like 15 minutes for the rain to end. We ended up going back green flag, and I was chugging the outside lane. Pocono, if you want to win, I'm running PK. We hit the white flag, and I'm going for it. Go through 3 and 4. Sorry, I go through 2 and 3. I'm going to the start finish line. I beat the guy by a good second. I beat him, and then like the his Lego had to go with 2 to go, right? The co-host is like, dude, it was the white flag when he just crossed now. I go, no, it was the white flag when he crossed the line. Unfortunately, I stopped right after 1. So I now always have after the checker, like after they say checkered flag, I go around another time. What happened was Lego left. Lego left. He said, as Lego had left, right after I crossed the line, I gotta go. So I left, and he was no, it was a white flag. Anyway, 1 win. So I ended up winning Pocono, even though it wasn't my first official win because the host never declared, and I never actually got the part of victory lane. I never won the count. I just really. And but my first official win was an all-star race in the Napa Cup Series. I was like, I know. I knew it was Kyle Diggs. I called him Kyle Diggs. We texted him, or now whatever his name is. Question for a little bit. He's good. He's kind of listening down. And he mostly was good.
It was good. All right, Stopmania. All right, so but now that's all we have for tonight. Stay tuned. Live streaming basically every Monday, or sometimes Tuesdays or Thursdays or Wednesdays. Yeah. So thanks for watching. Remember, this is your host Stopmania. He will be hosting the Rowdy Night podcast. And thanks for watching, ladies and gentlemen. And good night.